introduction to the song, even though my strap, wait a minute, I've got this right here.
George is a professional.
It's the Viva Las Vegas radio show, live from the Williamson County Archives and Museum in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Can you say Viva NashVegas?
Viva NashVegas!
So much fun. What do you think about that, David?
That podium's not working very well.
Well, we have Michael Kelsh and Amy. He's supposed to be grabbing his guitar to come back up here and sing an opening song, because when you visit the Williamson County Archives, which is where we are today, you probably know because you're here at the archives in the audience. Do you know where you're at?
Yeah.
Of course, Alice knows too. Hello, Alice. Well, we're here at the Williamson County Archives and Museum, and on the wall out here, if you haven't seen it yet, or during the show or after the show, you can go and see, we need Amy and Michael up this way. You can go and visit what we call the Williamson County Country Music Wall of Fame. Can you say that?
Country Music Wall of Fame.
Yes, Country Music Wall of Fame. That's good. Give yourselves a hand. Right. Well, let the Country Music Wall of Fame, because we're trying to celebrate country music history that comes from beautiful downtown Williamson County, Tennessee, including Michael Kelsh and Amy Comet, who are going to come up here and sing a song by a former resident of Williamson County, who at one time actually ran a music store and record shop on Main Street in beautiful downtown Franklin. David Spaulding Jr., do you know who that was?
Of course I do, but I'm waiting on Mr. Al Goll to come in.
What?
I wasn't listening to George. Who was it, William? I don't know.
Okay, well that was actually Charlie Louvin of the Louvin Brothers. Have you heard of Charlie Louvin, Grand Ole Opry legend? Charlie and Ira Louvin are of course the Country Music Hall of Fame, and now, well, we don't have the album hanging yet because I have to get my power drill down here, and I'm not sure which place to. If I go into cement seams or if I go directly in the brick. Let's ask William Covington, our Director of Hospitality.
Going to sing, George.
So I should drill into the cement. You want to do that later on today? We can put up a Charlie Louvin album later today. But now we're going to have a song featuring Michael Kelsh, Al Goll, Mr. Dobro, and Amy Comet, singing a song that was made famous by the one and only Charlie Louvin, who was a member of the Louvin Brothers and lived here in Franklin, had a record store in Williamson County. A song by the Louvin Brothers featuring Michael Kelsh, Amy Comet, and Al Goll, Mr. Dobro.
Have y'all visited the Wall of Fame right around the corner here? It's very cool, yeah. And it's amazing how all those pictures are hung up there on a brick wall.
You know, they say you could spend a week there and still not see it all.
It's just like Disney World. Well, I think this is Charlie wrote this one. It's called I Like the Christian Life. And you know, we're gonna get Amy over here. Oh, there you go.
We're going to let her hold the microphone, just like a gospel singer.
Amy, and this is Al Goll right here on the Dobro. Mr. Dobro. Amy and Al and I, we've been rehearsing this for months. For y'all. 5 minutes. We're doing I Like the Christian Life, Al. You know that. It's very authentic because it's kind of, it sounds like Charlie Louvin's old guitar, doesn't it?
Well, it was in tune when you bought it.
It really was in tune a minute ago.
How do you like it so far?
All right.
The Christian life. My buddies tell me that I should have waited. They say I'm missing a whole world of fun. But I still love them, and I sing with pride. I like the Christian life. I won't lose a friend find pleasure in things I despise. I like the Christian life. My buddies shun me since I turned to Jesus, but I still love them. They burden my heart. I live without them and walk in their life. I like the Christian life.
Let's do Dobro with a song by the Viva brothers, former resident of Williamson County, the legendary Charlie Louvin, a member of the Williamson County Country Music Hall of Fame. What do you think, David Spalding Jr.?
I think you look uncomfortable standing there.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I always look uncomfortable, but I'm always having a great time.
Well, that's good for you.
That's because I always dress so smart. What do you think?
Very dapper. Very dapper.
That's right.
Do you know that word, George? Dapper?
Dapper. Yes. Yes. I learned that when I came to visit you while you were living under the bridge.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right. We'll talk more
But
about
I'll tell you one thing, my roof didn't leak.
I know, you're Is that some kind of threat? You know, the thing that's very interesting is David Spalding actually didn't live under the bridge by the river, but he spent many happy hours camping out and fishing there in the Harpeth River. And he'll tell more stories about Williamson County and Franklin's beloved Harpeth River as the show goes on.
I might.
Now it's time for us to move ahead with something maybe more interesting, actually, because these guys actually play music. And they can't be any better than Michael Kelsh and everybody else, but they will follow that great tradition of unbelievably wonderful talent and music hero. And they will be better because they're a big band that comes from Nashville. They have somebody in the band also that comes from Hemel Hempstead, England. That means it's okay for us too. Michael Kelsh, do you know who this is? Well, we like to surprise our audience, and we like to surprise even members on our show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a special, special treat for us because this man writes all kinds of songs and he sings them and just entertains audiences that are made up of children of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Bill Crosby.
Should I talk now or just sing?
Do whatever you want to.
I'm going to sing. This one's called It's a Beautiful Day. 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 When I wake up, that's what I say. 'Cause every day is a beautiful day. If I see clouds or if there's sun, I'm gonna try to have some fun. The wind can blow if it likes. I'll go and fly a kite. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. if it rains, I'll wear a smile just the same. I'll try to whistle a happy tune from September right through June. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. When I wake up, that's what I say. 'Cause every day is a beautiful day. Enjoy each moment as they go by so fast. Don't you worry about what happened in the past. Do your chores, then go out and play. 'Cause every day is a beautiful day. Clap along now. Oh yeah. Well, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Keep going now. When I wake up, that's what I say. 'Cause every day is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. When I look up, that's what I say. 'Cause every day is a beautiful day. Thank you so much. I was hoping that clap sign was going to go up right as we were doing the break, but I got just a little early. We'll do it again if we play the song again.
We'll keep surprising you, don't worry.
Well, I'm going to do another song right now, featuring a band. I'm going to introduce the band here. This is Alan Young on guitar. Josh Staff here on trombone. Another guy from England, Pat McInerney. Dave Francis on bass. I like to call them the Bahama Llama Orchestra, just because it's silly. But speaking of silly, this song is called Big Mouth. In Nairobi, they hardly know me. I told a secret, but a hippo couldn't keep it. Now I can't go near the Congo. That's one place I can show my face. A lot of us need to hear the obvious. Don't tell a secret to a hippopotamus. Big mouth, big mouth. That hippopotamus has a big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth. That hippopotamus has a big mouth. Now you can laugh with a giraffe, or start crying around a lion. A gazelle will never tell, and a hedgehog wouldn't start a weblog. A rhinoceros can be preposterous. Don't tell a secret to a hippopotamus. Big mouth, big mouth. That hippopotamus has a big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth. That hippopotamus has a big mouth. All right, play it, Josh. We got a special guest, Brian, is going to sit in with us from there. I can't, there's not enough room up here for us. These English guys, they gave us the Beatles, now they just keep coming over. And, no, I'm just kidding. This next song we're going to do is called Boomerang Orangutan. Yeah! That's Brian right there, that's Brian. He's not even from this country. But here we go, you guys ready? I think I'll start. Tree. I brought him some fruit and he gave me a goofy smile. I was glad I had some frequent flyer miles. In my paper he pointed to the letter A. To Australia right away. Hey, boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. I send him home, but he keeps coming back. Boomerang, orangutan. He's here again, and I begin to wonder if he's really from the land down under. Well, I'm trying to get Hollywood on the phone. Maybe Clint Eastwood could direct him home. Hey! Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. I send him home, but he keeps coming back. Boomerang, orangutan. Now sometimes something obvious can turn around and make a fool of us. But we've gotta try to do what's right. Even if it takes a few extra flights. But I figured it out eventually, yeah. Asia's where he's supposed to be. Hey! Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. I send him home, but he keeps coming back. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Boomerang, orangutan. Thank you so much. Hello, Brian.
Right.
Look at your shoe.
All right.
You're doing good.
Well, thank you. Hey, one more?
Yeah.
One more? Yeah. Let's go talk to us.
This is the part of our show that even David Spalding didn't expect, but normally David Spalding will actually ask questions of our special guest. And David last night Well, you were up on that long looking at your computer screen, but you have no audio, so you really don't know what to ask.
No, I know to read lips.
Oh, you can live?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I do have a question. Do you all have some kind of association with Pam Lewis?
Yes, we do. She was nice enough to get me this gig, and then she just came in, so special thank you, Pam Lewis. It's awesome. She's here.
Pam has been in the back dancing to your music for you that
I pay her to do that.
You know, she's been a gentleman. Now, I'm going to tell you about this Q&A thing, okay?
Okay.
In the old days, yes, I would peruse the internet with a computer that had no sound and read lips for questions, okay? But as the show grew a little older, Miss Lewis would bring in a cheat sheet to me every morning before the show. So
I bet she has
I
one
didn't
now.
have to do anything. Do I have a cheat sheet today for Q&A?
You do not.
I do not. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, is there some question you would like?
Well, I'll ask you a question.
You do.
It's a very nice shirt. Where did you get that shirt?
This shirt came from Hawaii.
The Hawaiian
Nice.
place.
How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, and it's missing a button. There's a story here. It's missing a button and it's got a safety pin in it.
Well, now I feel bad that I brought it up since it's broken.
The reason it's got a safety pin is because when we originally started this, we wanted to look like kind of backwards. And so a guy with a Hawaiian shirt missing a button with a safety pin, you might imagine him being a tourist from Colombia.
Mission
Yeah.
Columbia, Tennessee. That's in Murray County.
And I do have a public announcement real quick too. For you that have been collecting blue stamps up at the Piggly Wiggly, to get your towels, today's the last day, so turn your slips in, all right?
I left mine home.
Well, now let's ask Bill Crosby, because Bill Crosby is here today as our special guest. As you know from watching the show already, on our brand new, it's some kind of it's like an iPad type thing. It sounds really good if you want to listen on your phone, or even watch us around the world. You might be in France, you might be in England, you may be in Poland, or you may even be under the ocean.
Australia,
Australia. People from around the world. Also up in Norway, Sweden.
Ireland.
Let's get on with the questions, though, because we want to ask Bill. Bill, do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It is BillCrosbyMusic.com.
BillCrosbyMusic.com. And so,
It's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question.
yeah, because can we listen to your tunes on there or go to
I can,
iTunes?
or I could play some since I'm here.
Now, wait a minute, Bill, I have a better question.
Okay.
Did you bring any CDs for sale?
Yes, I did. They are, of course, in the trunk of my car. So,
Well, we'll make sure you get them out.
They won't be there much longer.
yes, my new album, we just finished. It's called Smile All Day, and it is available at iTunes, Amazon.com, CD Baby, and all that kind of stuff. And I think Big Mouth is on there. We have a video out for that. Now it's a cartoon animated thing that a guy named Jim Coffey did for me. And it's really fun, because I always wanted to be a cartoon, and now I am. So
Well, if you ever need any help, William and I are for hire, so.
for cartoons?
Cartoons, yeah.
Oh,
Just
what?
look at us.
He looks pretty busy right now. I don't know if I don't want to take him away from anything. I thought you were going to ask me how to spell cognizant, and I was not going to do that. So. I am a guitar player.
But before we go much further, because we had a gentleman in the audience who was playing this type of thing that makes a funny noise. What was that thing?
That's called a vibra-slap.
Wow. That makes me, now, would you please just stand up for just a second and just stand on the microphone, because we don't often have rock and roll royalty here on our show. Here's a gentleman all the way from England, rock and roll royalty. His name is Brian Willoughby, a member of the Straws. How about that? And Sheraton. Can you do that noise? It sounds like a Clint Eastwood film. Or something.
No, it sounds like a woodpecker has drank too much coffee.
Right, exactly. Want to do that whistle one more time? Here we go. Thank you, Brian. And now Brian sits back down to play one of those. Wow, one and only Bill Crosby.
Thank you. All right, we're going to do a song right now that it's kind of about growing up in a big family, which I was lucky enough to do. But this is a song, it's my sister's favorite song, so I'm going to play it for her tonight. In case she's in a submarine somewhere listening. A submarine in Australia. It's called There's a Skunk in the Trunk. skunk in the trunk. There goes Daddy with the key. I'm kinda hoping that it doesn't open, 'cause I'll be in misery. I can tell it's gonna smell, and they'll put the blame on me. There's a skunk in the trunk. I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I wasn't trying to be sly like a fox. Daddy always checks inside anytime he sees holes in a box. But this one time he forgot. Now that furry thing is loose. Later we'll all be taking a bath in tomato juice. There's a skunk in the trunk. There goes Daddy with the key. Kinda hoping that it doesn't open, 'cause I'll be in misery. I can tell it's gonna smell, they'll put the blame on me. There's a skunk in the trunk. There's a skunk in the trunk. There's a skunk in the trunk.
Hey, Bill, I need to ask you a question. I was just sitting here and I was just thinking, you all's music is so great for kids. Do you ever do birthday parties or stuff like that?
I would, I'll play anywhere. So
Okay. Well, I mean, if I had kids, smaller, I'd invite you out to play.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of what we do. We're trying to entertain the younger audience, but we like to entertain everyone. So.
Well, if you notice during your song, I got the cliff notes in my ear.
You can call me later if you have more questions. I guess we're done. Thank you, everybody. I'm Bill Crosby. Well, how about the orchestra? Thank you very much.
How about a standing ovation for Bill Crosby and the orchestra? But wait, don't leave yet. They want one more. And you'll play one more.
One more.
One more.
And only one.
When I first started writing children's music, I'd gone to see comedian Drew Carey, and he finished his show with a couple of jokes about a snail. And I thought they were really funny, and I thought, when I started writing children's music, what's funnier than a snail? So I wrote a song called I Have a Pet Snail. Here it is. I have a pet snail. He follows me wherever I go. I've been late for school for 2 years in a row. When I watch him crawl, it's like time is standing still. I love my pet snail, and I hope I always will. His eyes look like antennas, his ears are near his shell. I bet he hears the ocean really, really well. My friends, they try to tease me, they say I should get a dog. How could I be happy with a bump on a log? I have a pet snail. He follows me wherever I go. I've been late for school for 2 years in a row. When I watch him crawl, it's like time is standing still. I love my pet snail, and I hope I always will. I try to teach him tricks, but he seems kinda slow. Playing possum seems to be the only one he knows. Sometimes he tests my patience, but he's just being himself. It wouldn't be the same by so fast, they don't even stop to say hello. But I just smile and wave and say, look at that escargot, I have a best head. He follows me wherever I go. I've been late for school for 2 years in a row. When I watch him crawl, it's like time is standing still. I love my pet snail, and I hope I always will. I love my pet snail, I hope I always will. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. What do you think, David Sparta Jr.?
I think that was wonderful, George.
You don't hear that around here very often. That
You
type of
sure
spirit. Unbelievable. And our friend Pat McInerney also on board from Himmelhamstead.
You know, George, that was so good. That kind of leads us into our trivia question for the day.
Leads us into our trivia question for the day.
Do we have any giveaway for the trivia for the
We
day?
actually do have a giveaway, and our camera lady is back there sitting by the box full of giveaways.
All
They're
right.
right there behind the iPad. There we go.
So,
A wonderful giveaway, which is, she's going to bring it up here. And this is a wonderful thing because a commemorative edition of our wonderful newspaper where we're with the cover story. We have about 1,000 of these left, and we'll be giving them away until they're all gone because I can't keep them in my house much longer. It's just,
well, George, I want to tell you,
I read this article every night.
I actually came over to your house and got a bunch of them, because you know what they're good for?
What?
Dragon fried chicken.
Dragon Chicken. Wait, I'm going to give one to Brian Willoughby of the Strawbs first, because he wants to take this back with him to England.
All right, so here is the trivia question of the day. And if you know the answer, don't yell it out, just kind of raise your hand, okay? What is the most widely sung song in the world? Go away.
A question that Pamela looks like she wants to answer. Oh, wait. Don't do that yet. Or maybe you could.
I don't know, let's wait.
Let's wait. Don't ask that question. Let's move on to another question. Do you have another trivia question?
Now, George, in light of that last question, who owns the royalties to the song?
Right. We'll tell you about the question later on. But all right. We'll let Pam Lewis answer this question without referencing the song title.
Public domain, it's public domain.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It was bought by somebody from
no,
England.
it's public. No, it's private domain. It's private domain.
It's not Sir Tony Bauer. It's Sir
No.
Irving Berlin.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Don't tell the
Paul
title.
McCartney owns the private domain,
Shut up.
and it generates $2 million in revenue a year.
That's true. Now, while the
What's
clock
the
is
name of the
ticking, I want to, no, don't name the song yet because I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what it is because this is totally unrehearsed and spontaneous. What is that card you're holding in your hand? That's my question.
It's Cliff Notes.
Well, it's just cliff notes that Pam gave me about the band that was just up here, that they play at the zoo, they play birthday parties, the Science Museum, and they have a wonderful new lullaby CD that's out.
Wow. You could use that.
So
at
all
night.
you grandparents, you know,
Keep
stuff
going,
like-
turn the card over.
Keep going. Turn the card over.
and they're good for road trips.
Listening to the CD for kids in the car, it's good for a road trip.
Well, I was thinking, man, I couldn't get them all in my car for a road trip. So now I understand what you're saying.
I'll tell you one thing that's interesting. I have noticed many times David Spartan Jr., who's also known as a man of constant leisure. Uh-oh, stop. We can't do that now because we're going to ask the question, what is the name of that song? And the song is inspired by these candles you see right now.
Yes.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
No.
No.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
John, my mother.
question.
So that means she gets a newspaper as a birthday present.
She's got to go up there and blow these candles out too, though.
Now, John's going to come up and blow the candles out with David Spalding Jr. You will be on TV, so make sure that you're ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Wave to Karen. Cousin Karen. Cousin Karen.
And this is the gluten-free birthday items made by the one and only cake lady, Annabella, also known as Peggy. She's waving the camera around the world, you see. Here we go.
1, 2.
Make a wish, make a wish, make a wish. 2 wishes, 2 wishes. 2 candles, 2 wishes.
Is anyone taking photos?
Someone take photos.
Oh wait, hang on. Not yet. We need
First,
these
tell me
cameras.
what you wish to eat, right?
Oh, yeah, this is.
Okay, here we go.
Ready for radio.
Two.
Well, tears will come into my eyes because just this is the type of thing that happens at the Williamson County Archives. You might notice I'm choking up now as I try to talk. I'm filled with emotion. And also this young man who lives in Franklin. And Brian's having a guitar watching, right? This young man lives in Franklin, and he will not make you all choked up because he's singing so good. And he's going to be back on our show again sometime soon. A special mystery visit from the one and only Doug Allen.
Hey, Doug.
Now, Doug and David had just met, and this is just a special time because David loves good music and Doug can play some good music. Doug, what song are you going to sing for us today?
Well, we thought we'd do a Johnny Cash song. And Chris Holloway, thanks for introducing me to this show and to George. We played this song for the seniors about a month ago, and they asked to hear it again, so here we go.
It's live radio, don't worry about it.
Before you start, I was going to ask if you have a website that we can see anywhere on your guitar.
It happens to be on my guitar. Yeah.
It's DougAllenMusic.com.
.com.
Hey!
Did you bring any CDs?
I did. I have some in my guitar case.
Okay, good.
Here we go. Yeah! I hear the train coming. It's rolling around the bend. And I'd seen the sunshine side of the wind. Oh, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. The time keeps dragging on. Oh, I hear the whistle blowing right down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns, but a shot at Mandarino, just watch him die. Oh, I hear the whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. All right now, woo! I bet there's rich folks here in fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Oh, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. Oh, those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. One more time. Oh yeah, yeah. Woo! Play it, son, play it.
from right here in Franklin, Tennessee. I tell you what, Doug, real quick, can you tell us, do you have any dates coming up this week or next week?
Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'll be at Kimbrough's on Wednesday night.
Okay, good.
We have a three-piece band, we have a harp player and a percussionist, and that's going to be 9 o'clock. And we also have Walter Egan. Do you remember Walter Egan?
Yeah.
Walter's going to be on the gig. He's playing before us at 8 o'clock. We go on at 9.
Cool.
So another Franklin famous name.
How about that? Going on the Doug Allen. That's very exciting. We want to remind you that we will actually be at Kimbrough's ourselves next Saturday, which will be the 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
And then we'll do the 29th also. But now, it's a chance to bring back up a surprise solo from the one and only Al Goll with Michael Kelsh and Amy Comet, I believe, you're going to sing a song together. We don't know exactly what you're going to. And the gentleman from Hamilton, the one and only Pat McInerney. Quite an accomplished percussionist and also a great percussionist too. How about a hand for Pat McInerney? Y'all have been out there probably gaining inspiration from the Williamson County Country Music Wall of Fame. What are y'all going to do?
Well, that's a good question. We're going to ask you what you want. We could do an original tune. We could do Ain't No More Cane on the brasses. Or if you would dance for us, we would do Alabama Jubilee.
I would like to dance, but unfortunately, I can't dance today.
Did you like
Due to extenuating circumstances.
Well,
Well, what was the first song choice?
the first song is a song that I wrote with Rusty Young.
Let's hear that.
Wow. Poker.
Rusty Young with Poco. Yeah. How about Michael Kelsh?
I heard this song for the first time today, so bear with me.
All right. This is called Love is Stone Blind.
How's it go?
No matter what you have in mind, baby, waiting for the sign. I think you see it in her eyes. My love is stone blind. She might have seen you on the street. You were staring at your feet. She could have been the one this time. Love is stone blind. Love is stone blind. A runaway train on an endless line. You can't count on it being a long time. Love is stone blind. Think you know your heart so well. Just stop and count the times you fail. For someone just in time to find. Love is stone blind. You could have your eyes wide open. It won't matter anyway. 'Cause you could never see it coming. Never see it slip away. Love is stone blind. A runaway train on an endless line. You can't count on it being on time. Love is stone. Love is stone. Love is stone blind.
You've been on the road. did all kinds of things since the last time you were on our show, and you probably forget the sound of a microphone and sound like this. I love that because it reminds me when I was going to school as a child, which wasn't that long ago because I look like I'm 23. I feel that way too.
George, you ain't fooling anybody.
That's right. But you know, while you're out on the road, what other songs were you playing? Because I want you to play another one while you're up here. And then we'll be coming back for more, of course, later.
You know, I'll tell you, I would love to do some more songs. Would you do a song?
Let's just do Early Morning Rain together. How about
Okay.
that? I'll get my guitar.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. This is one of my favorite songs. It's a Gordon Lightfoot tune that George and I have done in the past. Can we do this in the key of G?
Let's see if I can tune with you.
Okay. Is that microphone going to be okay for you? Because you're such a tall stranger. Oh, there you go. And those things, I love the silence of them.
We're very casual here. There are no stars on this stage.
Speak for yourself.
That's actually, I learned that in England. They say that. Which I always thought it's kind of depressing when somebody enters and says, there are no stars on this stage. You feel like, okay, I guess I'll go home then. You've heard that in England, haven't you? Have you ever heard this? Two swans swimming. Do you know where that comes from? It's like, they were doing bingo. Is it 88 or 66? Which one were two swans swimming?
That's 22.
22? That's 22. So you played bingo. All right. Now back to our regularly scheduled catastrophe.
All right.
This is a song that actually was recorded by George IV too, and I'm of course George V. And Michael Kelsh and I, whenever we sing this song, it always conjures up so many wonderful memories. Well, early morning and rain and stuff like that.
In the early morning rain, in the dark night, with an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, the 707 set to go, but I'm stuck here on the ground, where the pavement never grows. Liquor tasting good, and the women all are fast. There she goes, my friend. She's rolling down at last.
Solo from Al Goll. Big 707 said to go. I'm standing on the grass with a cold wind blowing. Oh, the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fat. Oh, there she goes, my friend. She's rolling down that line. So that beat's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, as cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. Like you can a freight train. So I'll best be on my way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane. You can't jump no jet plane like you can a freight train. Like you can a freight train. So I'll best be on my way. Best be on my way in the early morning rain. Mr. Dobro. And of course you are being encouraged. You know, we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for you. Well, wait a minute. That doesn't sound nice, does it?
No.
Actually, we're where we are today because we want to be where we are today. And we want to be here with you. Anyway, the good thing is that we are where we are today. And it's a special place.
And where are we?
We are at the Williamson County Archives and Museum. We were at the hardware store, and unfortunately we had too many people come to the hardware store, so we could not play the hardware store anymore because it was a fire hazard. We do have our gift shop at the hardware store, and free popcorn awaits you 2 blocks away, or maybe even just 1 block away, at historic Handy Hardware, birthplace of the Viva NashVegas radio show. What do you think about that, David Spalding?
I think you did that well, George.
We rescued ourselves. What's that? Oh. We can't do that right now. No, because you're going to be playing some blues.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and I'll be back up for that in just a minute. We sort of organize this show on the floor, as it is, or as it were.
Well, it's live radio, George.
We know you're having a good time. Are you having a good time, or what? We like to think that our show is an international show, and David Spalding has something to say while I rip my guitar.
No, I just wanted to know if it was time for the joke of the day.
Yes, it is.
Al, you'll be back in just a minute. All right.
Excuse me.
And Amy will too. But now, since this is an international show, and Michael Kelsh is up here too, and Pat McEnroe is too, because this is going to be a song that might be a gumbo or some kind of percussion type thing. This is a young man who comes all the way from a place called Marseille, France. Have you heard of France? Yeah, he took the guitar. And also we have this young woman here. I'll tell you what, she has been a friend of mine, well, for at least 5 years. And we started out about, well, I was about 23 now, and that would make, I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was 6 years younger than me.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bunch of young people up here on stage. This is Peggy Orange, and she helped teach me how to play guitar. So, we like that. And all the way from Marseille, France, we have Loïs Nadal. Loïs Nadal. Do you pronounce it?
George, didn't you used to live in France? You lived in France for a while, didn't you?
Bienvenue.
Weren't you the #1 country artist in France?
Yes, I was. And thank you all for putting me where I am today. How about a hand for Michael Kelsh? Thank you, Michael, for reminding me.
Do you speak French, George? Will you speak some French to
Oui, un peu.
Louis?
Un peu. Mais pas toujours. Oui, Louis, vous habitez en Marseille?
I'm living in a city near Marseille. It's called Marseille.
So Marseille in the south of France.
Yeah, it's in south of France.
Are you near the Riviera?
What?
The French Riviera.
It's about 1 hour of the French Riviera.
And you're actually a professor at the university?
Yeah, I'm not at the university. In a conservatory of south of France, I'm a guitar teacher.
Cool. How about that?
Wait a minute, George.
Well, this will be good. This will be kind of like an exam for you. But Luis is going to play the same. Maybe going to sing an instrumental or something? You're gonna
We are just playing some blues. I don't sing, it's better for me. Certainly for you too.
Here they go.
So, it's okay? Just before to play the other song, I have to say one word for my family. I know they are looking for us in France and my friend. Coucou tout le monde, tout va bien ici pour moi. Donc, je vous dis un petit mot. Je sais que vous regardez, donc je me régale ici. Je vous aime à tous. Donc, mes parents, mon frère sûrement qui est là aussi, mon oncle, ma tante et les amis aussi. Voilà, bisous tout le monde. Do you want a translation? Just I say that I love them. I have good time in the US since more 1 week, 1 month, and all is okay for me. Now we are playing a second blues in the key of it.
Will you take us back with you? We'll go back to France with you.
Yeah. she found me in the street.
No way.
Maybe 2 days ago, and wow, what a little poor boy. Come to my house and let's play music.
That is wild. Which street were you on?
First Avenue.
First Avenue in Nashville or Franklin?
Yeah, in Nashville.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
I'm in vacation in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's a friend of us who
We have a mutual friend.
who get me in touch with her, and I like to thank him because it was very cool to meet her. She's a good person. So thanks to Denis and thanks to Michael to play with me.
Thanks to you, Loïs. Nadal.
Thanks to
Yeah, wonderful music. I remember, what was very interesting, I was like, you all were doing almost like, in bluegrass, they have this type of where the instrumentalists go from back and forth, almost like a joust or a duo, you know, like touche. But you're doing like very bluegrass, blues type music where you take
I don't understand. Can you?
It's okay. Do you know this song called...
Don't worry, neither do we.
Do you know Dueling Banjos from Deliverance?
Yeah, sure.
Oui. So c'est comme ça. Parce que toi et aussi Michael, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, touché, touché. Like a duo, Dueling Banjos. But in blues. How about a hand once again for Luis Nadal? I tell you, I'm a very good host. I enjoy it.
Aren't you glad that's over with, George?
But it's very good that we actually have Luis meeting Peggy on the street. Because Peggy lost her way to our show for at least several months. But now you're back again. And she is going to jam with me and Pat McInerney, and maybe even Michael Kelsh, if he knows this song. And we're going to bring up Al Goll and Mr. Dobro now to do this song before we bring up the one and only Barbara A. Stone doing some concert piano right here on the tiny piano that we found in the streets.
Yeah.
Frank?
Okay.
This is a song that was sung by somebody who is also displayed in our Williamson County Country Music Wall of Fame. Can you say that?
Williamson County Country Music Hall of Fame.
You're getting better.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, and in the music, well, the Williamson County Country Music Wall of Fame, where we display all kinds of people who have lived or had some kind of connection to Williamson County. Well, we can almost imagine that someday Pam Lewis will have a picture up there. But this is a gentleman who's up there on that wall. And this is a song that another gentleman who's up there on the wall used to sing in high school, at a high school talent contest, and he nearly got thrown out of high school due to the third verse of this song.
I bet you I know the name of it.
David Spalding Jr., you're also known as a man of constant leisure. He is a man of constant leisure. What is the name of that song?
Behind the Barn.
Wrong. Actually, out behind the barn. You want me to get in the middle? Okay, I'm going to get in the middle, although these microphones aren't as good as those. There is a method to my madness. I'd like to say hello to everyone who's watching us all around the world, and to my friends in France, bonjour.
Bienvenue.
What?
Bienvenue.
Ah, bienvenue. Bienvenue à la Viva NashVegas Radio Show. Ici, au Williamson County Archive et Musée. Are you ready?
I'm
Now,
always
you
ready.
can. David Spalding and William will try to show you how to clap the rhythm of this song when we get to the second verse or the chorus, but not in the first verse. And it'd be funny to watch them to see what rhythm they're clapping in. Pat McInerney, I've been waiting for him to have a solo in this song, so you will have a solo after the dobro in this song, because we need a drum solo. Yes. Here we go. This is a song by the one and only Little Jimmy Dickens. Let's have a clap song. I'm happy you stand my mind down behind the bar, talking to Big Dick out behind the bar. When he took his strap to me, then from what's his name, he sure did hurt my dignity out behind the bar. Smoking my first cigarette out behind the bar. That's one day I won't forget, out behind the bar. All that tobacco turned me green. I got so sick you should have seen. I almost died from nicotine out behind the bar. Everybody sing on. I got my education out behind the bar. And I'm not a fool that goes early. That's teaching examination out behind the bar. And it almost made a red guy thing. Here comes alcohol. And now a drum solo. Guitar solo. And now a surprise bass solo.
How about that?
Solo that you'll never hear again. I know Peggy's mad at me, but I'm getting back at her for when she tried to teach me how to play guitar. Out on a hand for Peggy, all right? I won't do that to her. And now it's time for a vocal solo. I know, I'm sorry. Now this is the verse that nearly got my father kicked out of high school. I know this song is becoming very long, but you're having a good time, aren't you? But I met a pretty girl one day out behind the bar. She wanted me to stay and play out behind the bar. She taught me to kiss and pet. That's one day I won't forget. We still play that same game yet out behind the bar. I wish that I could go again out behind the bar. Do the things that we did then out behind the bar. Well, you may think it ain't no fun to be a poor old farmer's son. You don't know what all we've done out behind the bar. Everybody sing, I got my education out behind the bar. And I ain't a fool that goes to be clap along with me. I teach you that education out behind the bar. And it almost made a wreck out. It almost made a wreck out. Yes, that's what we do here at the Viva NashVegas radio show. As we see Kate Lady Annabelle heading towards the door. Where are you going, Pam?
To talk to him.
Oh, okay, she's going to talk to Bill Crosby. This is part of our show. We take quite a serious turn. Part where we bring on some classical music. You like classical music, don't you? David, do you like classical music?
Yeah, you want to hear a joke?
And do you like classical music with a drum solo too?
Yes.
You've never heard classical music with a drum solo like we're going to do today. Tell us a joke, David.
Do you really want to hear this joke?
Yes.
Now, folks, you know, I get my jokes from two sources. Either the Grand Ole Opry jokes or the Christian jokes. And today I have chosen a Christian joke. How many people got up early this morning? You know what it felt like? It felt like fall. Nice, the air felt good.
How does fall feel?
It feels like you want to go to church, George.
Yes, that's true.
So anyway,
This too.
yesterday I was at Walmart and I saw these two elderly gentlemen sitting on a bench in front of Walmart.
Were you looking in the mirror?
Tourist in life. We need to vacation all the time.
And one of them was telling the other one how good he
over there
felt.
and
how
this on
this-
chocolate with strawberry ice
The
cream.
weather, the fall's coming, how just everything was so good for him. And the other man said, I feel like a baby. And the man looked at him and said, you feel like a baby? And he goes, yeah, no hair, no teeth, and I just peed.
Did you make that one up?
No, I found it in the Christian Joke Network on the internet.
How about a hand for David Spalding Jr., a man of constant leisure. He is a man of constant leisure. He's David Spalding Jr.
And it's time for my 10-minute break.
As David goes to take his 10-minute break, he said every hour he gets to have a 10-minute break, and this is our second or third hour, so I'm very excited. You've had 3 breaks so far during this show. I'm trying to scare the people who just come in because they feel like, oh no, what did we get into? We've only got a few more songs left in the show. I know many of you are wondering, could the show ever stop? But yes, unfortunately it has to, but not before we have some classical music. Because classical music has been a very big staple of our show over the years. How many of you all have watched our show for at least 3 years now so far? Wow. It makes us very happy. And you'll know that our next guest is well, she is a guest, but she's not a guest because she's a part of our team. She is the one and only Barbara A. Stone.
All right, do that one.
Thank you all. It's one of my happiest things in life to play the piano. Greatly lifting, and I hope it lifts you. I was going to play Strangers in the Night.
Aww.
It was part of a wedding that I did a couple of weeks ago. That was the most amazing wedding I've ever been to. It nearly didn't happen. And it did in the end. It was beautiful. But I am going to play.
You mean the song or the wedding?
Well, the song seemed to pull the bride together, who was nearly fainted. Because of the situation. And I've done a lot of weddings, but that was pretty nerve-wracking.
So you're going to play a song for us today?
Well, Strangers in the Night, but I thought I'd play Prelude in the Fugue by Bach.
That's right.
And present you with a carpet or a rug or whatever you like to call it.
This carpet is for me.
Yes, it is.
Would you hold the microphone while I spread out the carpet? Did you make that yourself?
No, I didn't, but we searched that enormous target of my friend and I's climate.
So you got this for me?
Yes.
It's keyboards. Keyboards.
What?
It has keyboards on it.
Where?
On the damn rug.
I didn't even realize that myself. I thought it was red, white, and blue.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was too busy holding it to notice. Well, what I'm going to do is while you play this song, as I often do, I'm going to lay down on the floor. But this time, that's why you got that for me to lay down on during the show.
That's quite correct.
In England, of course, when something's wonderful, we say magic.
Yes, ma'am.
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant or magic. And that carpet looks like I might be able to take a magic carpet ride.
I hope so.
All right. Without further ado, let me put my guitar over here. And I will lay down on the carpet.
Very nice song, but I know I can't play them all.
That's right. Okay, she says that she's going to play 5 songs. So now, the first one. She can do a song called Magic Carpet Ride. Do you remember that one? Are you ready?
Yes.
Rebecca? Barbara A. Sloan. This is the one that she played at the wedding. Everyone stand up for Barbara A. Stone. A standing ovation. And a wonderful heart. How do you do? Before you walk off the stage today, if I can get untangled from these chords, I didn't have the chance to ask you this before you played, but you didn't mean any good luck at all, because you brought good luck to us. But the question is, Barbara A. Stone, by that kiss, go ahead.
Certainly.
What?
Certainly.
All right, here we go. The one and only Barbara A. Stone. I'm gonna do this carpet, so there we go. Hey, when I get dirty, that's a great. It was very wonderful.
Playing these kind of popular songs, people enjoy them because they say it reminds them of when their grandmother used to play. Hopefully not their great-grandmother.
I'll tell you what, you're coming a close second with David Spaulding Jr. for humor today. You're quite convenient. How about a hand for Barbara A. Stone? Yes! It's just about time for our show to be over. Al Goll was going to try and play a Dobro solo before we leave, and before we play Crawdad Hole, but I think he went out to smoke cigarettes, and he actually doesn't smoke. So that shows you how much fun he's having today. William, could you tell the people about the newspaper article I put up on your hospitality sewing table?
Yeah, we can talk about that. What about it?
What about it? Well, it was about a man who pretty much put Franklin and country music on the map, who passed away, I guess last week or just the week before. We didn't have a show last week, I don't believe. But the man's name is Tandy Rice, a Williamson County born and native. How about a hand for Tandy Rice?
Tandy was a great guy. I knew, I happen to know Tandy very, very well. And he was a Class A guy, and he really did a lot to promote this town, and he did a tremendous amount to promote Nashville and some of the talent that came out from there.
So cool. We're going to try to get some article framed and also a photo to put up there, because without people like Tandy Rice being cheerleaders for this music and being promoters for this wonderful music we have, people like Pam Lewis, who's back in the back too. How about a hand for Pam? Without people like Hannah and Tammy Rice, there would be no country music because you wouldn't hear about it and there wouldn't be no shows. They're the ones who make it all happen. It's not just music, it's also about organization and champions of country music from Williamson County. And now here's a man who's not from Williamson County, but he comes to Williamson County to play on our shows, so you're sort of like a one-day pass of Williamson County type guy.
I'm from Kings County, also known as Brooklyn. Thank you.
Yes, his name is Al Goll. He's known as Mr. Dobro, and he's been inspired by many famous Williamson County Dobro players. And I don't know, maybe was Peggy packed up her bass?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
You want it out?
Yeah, why not? Peggy's going to come along and play with Al on this song because this will be a way that I can hopefully redeem myself for messing up out behind the barn so badly. But now it seems like I might have a good, man, that's quick.
This is an instrumental, but it also has words.
Oh yeah, we're going to be singing it too.
It's an instrumental with words, and it's a true story.
Rubber ducky, yeah.
This is a song that we often would play when we had cloggers, but they couldn't make it today. Well, actually, today maybe Amy Connell would be clogging about the door.
Everybody get up and dance on this.
Amy, you've already spelt your hand. Get up here.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we'll be doing this. It's starting at a C, going down to an A, I guess. So if you will, just close your eyes and pretend you actually are watching the Tiny Cloggers during this song. David, could you do your hula dancing hand? How about the hula?
Jones, where he rattles them bones. Old Parson Brown, dancing round like a clown. Old Aunt Jemima, past 83, shout, I'm full of pep. Watch your step, watch your step. One Joe, dancing round on his toe. Pick him up and holler, let her go. And so, hail, hail, the gang's on in for the Alabama Jew Club. Go out. Well, now it's time for us to go ahead and get into a crash landing of Crawdad Hole. Are you ready to take a musical trip to the Crawdad Hole? I am too, because it looks like we're getting ready to have a storm, and I've got to get outside and roll my windows up in my car. You know, we've had such a good time here today. It's hard to believe the show's almost over. I thought it would go on forever and ever. But no, we always have to say goodbye, but it's not really goodbye.
It's only until next time. Next time is going to be on the 22nd of August at Kimbrough's Cafe, right here in beautiful downtown Franklin. We're always in beautiful downtown Franklin, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there watching us on TV saying, what do you do during the week? Well, sometimes David and William and I sit in front of the hardware store just talking to people about the history of Franklin as they walk in to buy Viva NashVegas t-shirts, bumper stickers, baseball hats, and posters at historic Handy Hardware, the historic birthplace of the Viva NashVegas radio show. And they're open right now. If you can make it before the rain starts, you can get some free popcorn and get your keys cut and buy at least 10 t-shirts or posters. Right now it's time for us to sing the closing song of our show, which Michael looks kind of sad because he always hates to have to close the show.
Now it's time that we must leave you.
Are you ready for a musical trip to the Crowded Hole? And is Barbara A. Stone going to stand up and wave at us, or maybe possibly come stand on stage? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, come on.
You can sit at the piano. Yes.
Excellent.
She's going to sing a verse of this song. A song about Troubadour. Now when we sing this song, when I say honey, you say honey. When I say babe, you say babe. Honey? Babe. No. That's all right. The new has not worn off of our crystal chandeliers. Are you ready? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you because I'm deaf. But we're going to sing this song anyway. Yeah, boy! Well, you can lie, I can pull, honey. Honey! You can lie, I can pull, babe. Hey! You can lie, I can pull. We'll go down to the Crowded Hole, honey. Baby, my soul. Of course, Bill Crosby, Loïs, Nadal, Peggy on it. Loïs, Nadal, on the solo.